It's day 3 of the Paris Air Show. Today we're going to explore 2 exciting projects in their development phase that just might transform the entire aviation industry. The first is just around the corner, and the second will be a few more years in the making. The perhaps clumsily named fledgling US company Boom announced that they expect to fly a mini supersonic prototype called the XB-1, or Baby Boom, by 2018. Boom claimed that 5 airlines have already placed 76 orders for the final product, though the only company they were willing to name was Virgin Atlantic. The company made no attempt to veil the obvious similarities between their design and the iconic Concorde. Boom's big boss, Blake Scholl, says they plan to pick up where Concorde left off. Since Concorde's laying to rest in 2003, the aviation industry has failed to generate further speed increases and lost supersonic capability. But it seemed a strange place to talk about resurrecting Concorde. Just a few kilometres away, almost 17 years ago to the day, the Air France flight 4590 from Paris to New York went up in flames, killing all 109 people on board.
A thing that I think is important to remember is, yes, there was one Concorde crash in 27 years. It happened due to a runway incident. Not due to supersonic flight. So there's no inherent reason to believe that high-speed travel poses a safety risk relative to low speed.
After our supersonic experience, we met Jean Hermetz from the French aerospace research group UNERA. Jean told us about Ampere, a concept that uses a zero-emissions engine to power electric fans along the aircraft's wings.
The possibility of maneuvering the vehicle is done by the use of differential thrust from the electric ducted fan. So the main principle is to accelerate the thrust from the left side, for example, and to decelerate on the right side in order to have a rotation around the yaw axis. By this way, we can compensate, for example, a lateral wind in case of landing, for example, in order to have the control of the motion in landing condition, for example. This is an all-electric aircraft. On this aircraft, we use fuel cells fed by a tank using hydrogen in order to have zero emission in flight.
This is a prototype, but when could we see this in the air?
Probably in 10 years. I hope that it's possible in 10 years.